Alright, what's good everybody? It's Dr. Apolly. Today I'll be giving my thoughts on Smash for Switch, basically what I want to see from it and what it should do. With all the rumors for a Smash for Switch coming out, it's almost inevitable that we're gonna get a Smash for Switch, especially with E3 on the corner. It just seems like the perfect business move for Nintendo to make. Now for all we know, we could just be getting a Smash 4 port, but I feel like that'd be kind of underwhelming. I wouldn't be mad at all, like I can play Smash on the go, and that's not Smash for 3DS. But I feel like if they really want to bring the hype to E3, they're gonna have to do some sort of Smash for Switch Deluxe edition or something like that. I don't think we're gonna get a Smash 5 anytime soon. Smash 4 is still a relatively young game, especially compared to how long it usually takes them to make Smash games. Like there's usually like a 6 or 5 year gap in between each Smash game, and Smash 4 there's only been like a 2.5 year gap. So yeah, I just don't feel like the game is gonna happen anytime soon. But I do feel like a Smash for Switch is gonna be coming. So without any further ado, here is my wish list for a possible Smash for Switch port. First of all, I want more music, or at the very least you're able to choose music from any stage on whatever stage you want. I want this because being the competitive player I am, you oftentimes like go to Smashville in Town and City, right? And those places have no good music that like makes you want to fight or like gets you hype, you know? Imagine this, right? EVO 2017, Grand Finals, Game 5, Ally vs. Zero, and then they go to Smashville, and then the music you hear is that doesn't get you hype at all. If anything, it kind of takes away the hype. But if you can add a song like this, then that would make it hype. I think every stage in the game should have like at least 2 or 3 songs that get you really pumped and make you really want to fight. Or just give us access to all the songs on every stage. The second one will be easier. I don't mind that at all. Another thing they should do is add more costumes. For some reason they added a bunch of Mii costumes, assuming people would actually care. But what I want and what other people want is character costumes, more character costumes. Like I'm pretty sure most of us would rather spend our $2 on like a shiny Charizard costume, like the black Charizard, that costume, over like a random Tails Mii Gunner outfit. There are just so many mods in Smash 4 that people have and that people use. People would not hesitate or even think twice about buying an extra, I don't know, Mega Man Battle Network costume that would make him look like Mega Man Battle Network instead of Mega Man the original. It's basically free money for Nintendo. They can even add some sponsored costumes like Cloud9 Mario for Ally, Immortals Mario for Anti, NRG ZSS for Nairo, TSM Diddy Kong for Zero. And honestly, I would buy all 3 of those costumes for like $5 a piece, honestly. And then with that money, they can use it to sponsor tournaments and make them better. Honestly, Nintendo should host their own competitive invitational Smash 4 tournament like they did in E3 a couple years back. Only with this current Smash 4 game and the current best Smash 4 players. I think that would be amazing and Nintendo would make so much money off of it, but they won't do that of course, knowing Nintendo. But I digress. Now this next one is kind of a long shot, but I hope they tweak up some gameplay stuff. The 2 gameplay things I want them to do the most is get rid of rage, or at least minimize the effect of rage, and add dash dancing. Dash dancing adds a whole entire new layer of gameplay and mind games to the game. I don't know why they don't add it. Honestly, it really doesn't make any sense to me. There's a bunch of other stuff I could say I want in the game, but these are the 2 main things I want. Next, I want GameCube controller support. GameCube controller is basically a staple to Smash. I wouldn't be too mad if we didn't get GameCube controller support because I can get used to controllers pretty quickly. And for like the first 6 months I played Smash 4, I was actually playing on the Pro controller because the GameCube adapters were really low in stock, and I was like, you know what, I'll just play with the Pro controller. And that's what I did for the first 6 months, and I got the GameCube adapter and everything's all been good. But yeah, everyone in the community would prefer it if we had the GameCube controller. It's not like a necessity, like we don't need it. At least I don't think we don't need it, but it would be greatly preferred. Next, I want new stages. Preferably new competitive stages, but new stages in general will be nice. Or at the very least, they should have a hazard toggle. There's so many stages we could experiment with, that would be great without a hazard toggle. And the hazard toggle will also just make the stages stationary that move, like maybe Town and City, Pokemon Stadium, Skyloft, Woohoo Island. They're all just like stationary if you turn off the hazard toggle. Casual stages won't mind me either. You know, more casual stages, that won't be bad either. That, or they can do this, which is probably way easier. For the Omega stages, they don't make all the Omega stages FD. I mean, like, how many Final Destinations do we really need? Like, we really don't need this many Final Destinations. Maybe just add like a simple platform layout that won't distract the game too much from being competitive. And literally, like, you just have to add like a platform in there. You don't have to do anything. Just like add like 2 platforms on the left side, 2 platforms on the right side, and then call that Omega Wily's Castle. It's not that hard to make a competitively viable stage, or make a stage that at least looks competitively viable. So yeah, that's my wish for stages. Next up, I want a new balance patch. This one seems like a little bit likely, like it could maybe possibly happen. I honestly think a little bit of a nerf to Diddy Kong, Bayonetta, Cloud, and Sheik wouldn't hurt. Like a little bit of a nerf. And maybe some characters can get a little bit of a buff, like King DDD or Jigglypuff, just like a little bit of a buff. I don't want Jigglypuff to be good in this game. That'd be that'd be really annoying. But like, you know, just a little bit of a buff wouldn't hurt. Better online functionality. Now, the Smash for Wii U online functionality isn't bad. I don't think it's bad, but obviously I don't think it's very good either. First of all, this would help people like me who play against a lot of people online. Not even just me, but like anyone who plays online a lot, or anyone who's fairly popular and yeah, plays online a lot. When we're adding new people to play games with, we oftentimes have to delete someone in our friend list that we don't really want to delete. Then you have to fight someone else that we're probably going to play like once or twice maybe. To fix this, I think they should add some sort of join room code that the person wanting to join your room can use to join the room for one invite, and then after they leave they can't join back again. I think this would help me personally and a lot of like streamers, a lot of fairly popular Smash Bros YouTubers or Smash Bros players, top players. This would definitely help us a lot and help us fight more people. Next up is obviously the hope that the lag will be reduced down to like very low, if not just not at all. Even under like blue, like perfect connection, you can still notice like a little bit of lag. If they can just tweak out that little bit of lag and just make there no lag when both players have good connection, that would be Gucci. And finally, for Glory. For Glory is a joke of a competitive environment. I think to fix this, they should add some sort of ranking system so that you only play against people within about like 500 points or whatever of your ranking. Kind of like what Mario Kart 8 does, and even Mario Kart Wii did, where if you come first, you gain like 50 points or something, and then you have like 4,000 points, and that means like you're really good. And then you can get like 10,000 points, it means like you're a top Mario Kart player. Same thing with Smash Bros. You start off at like 1,000, and then as you win more, you get more and more points. And then you can make some settings to where you only play against people within like 500 points of you or something. I think that would be really nice. And finally, what will get everyone in the community hype, no matter if you're competitive, casual, or anything, is new characters. Nothing gets Smashers more hype than when you see the reveal of a new character. I don't really care who. People want Wolf, people want Ice Climbers, people want King K. Rool, people want a ton of other characters. Personally, I think Wolf should be in the game. He just makes so much more sense than anyone else to me. But honestly, I really don't care what character it is. I'm gonna enjoy the character. I'm gonna play the character. It's gonna shake up the competitive scene a little bit, especially if they're like mid or high tier or even top tier. And yeah, that is all I want to see in Smash for Switch. I want to know what you guys want in Smash for Switch. If the game is announced and it's not just some direct port, it's gonna be so hype. I cannot wait for that game. And yeah, just let me know what you guys want for Smash for Switch. And with that being said, like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace!